Am I losing my mind? Never let me go.
What's up guys, in this quick video let's have a look at the latest lower budget offering from Samsung, the Galaxy J7 Next. Check out its pros and cons, camera, battery, benchmark scores and overall general performance. This phone was also released only through offline stores and may eventually come to online stores just like the costly and more premium looking J7 Max. On picking it up for the first time, the plastic build without the battery seemed very light and it still felt light even after installing it. Since it's on the lightest side with the plastic build, it doesn't really feel all that durable. It will be interesting to check out its durability, so stay tuned for the bend test coming up soon. Starting with the physical features, it has kind of a plasticky in-hand feel with its removable plastic back and looks very similar to the Galaxy J7 in regards to dimension and design. The front though looks decent enough. From a distance it may give the illusion of a premium device due to its shiny fake metal edges. The external speakers are at the back beside the camera and in my opinion is the worst position for a smartphone. The sound output isn't all that loud and you can sometimes miss calls or the alarm. Coming to the Super AMOLED display, it has punchy colors, deep blacks and contrasts, but at times it does feel slightly oversaturated. But you do have the option of changing the white balance in display settings. And for those of you who are used to Quad HD screens or even Full HD, will be able to notice the lower 720 pixel resolution on the J7 Next. Visibility under broad daylight conditions is good, provided you increase the brightness manually or switch to outdoor mode. Now let's quickly have a look at some camera samples so that you can judge the quality for yourself. The picture and video quality on the J7 Next is actually pretty good with decent dynamic range, especially clicked on the HDR on mode. The front camera though is very average even with the front flash on. In low and artificial lighting also, the rear camera can mostly give good results even in the absence of any sort of stabilization due to its larger 1.9 micron aperture. Gaming on the J7 Next is a breeze and there were no issues like heating or lag even while playing heavy intensive games at the highest display settings. The audio output via the 3.5mm jack is just average. The built-in audio settings is one of the worst I've seen in the sense that when you try to increase the treble, it decreases the bass and vice versa. In this regard, MIUI is far better in terms of sound modes and equalization. The audio quality during calls though is clear and audible. I think the biggest pro of this device is its general performance thanks mainly to Samsung's own chipset, the Exynos 7870 octa-core processor. It is weird that they don't mention the chipset on the box or on their website. In day-to-day usage there isn't much lag and it is mostly a fluid experience. The cons of this device will include the fake metal edges and plastic back, poor RAM management and the lack of basic sensors like gyroscope, backlit capacitive keys and auto brightness sensor. But I guess this is totally normal from Samsung to not give these features in their super budget phones. If you can live with these cons, then the J7 Next actually gives good overall performance with a good rear camera, battery life and lag-free gaming experience. Stay tuned for more videos like the upcoming durability test and coverage on the soon to release Samsung J7 Pro. And if you like this video, then don't forget to press like and the free subscribe button. Thanks for watching, keep the peace and catch you next time.